this is Clover and Crown. Welcome to a Let's Make with the January Bargain Bead Box contents. Without further ado, we're just going to kind of jump in and start organizing things on the board until I find something that I want to make. I have pulled a few things out. I've pulled out a few things from the dollar bead box from this month. These have a milk glass finish to them. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. I collect milk glass, so this is like a milk glass piece, and these beads have like a similar finish to it. So I pulled those from the dollar bead box, and then I pulled some of this chain because I know that it goes well with the pink, and then the couple of Swarovski cubes that came this month. So I don't know if I will use those elements, but I have them just in case. I also have last month's contents, which I didn't use all of because it was not a very productive month as far as using up the bargain bead box elements, but it was very productive in other ways. I also have these pieces in here from a broken bracelet that I really liked and thought went well with this scheme. So I might be jumping into this for a few pieces. But if not, we're just going to focus on this month's pieces. I know that the theme is based on like the pinks, the rose color. I'm going to look at what the theme name was. It was Roses Are Pink. So with Valentine's Day in mind, we're going to go ahead and use up some of this. I'm excited to jump into especially the rose gold elements. So I'm just going to kind of have a play on my mat, and I usually play some music while I do that because a lot of times it takes me a while to start thinking about what I want to make because I don't plan it ahead. So if you're into that, please keep watching. Alright, so I've played around a little bit and I thought about having this as like a necklace piece, but because when the light shines through you can really see the iridescence of these white beads, and I don't have very many, I want to start off by using them as an earring component. So I'm going to use it in the true, doubled up chandelier fashion and make these into earrings because I really love these chandelier findings and I like these, and I'm probably going to actually keep this set for myself, is what I'm thinking right now, because these are these really speak to me. I also love these two together, so I will maybe make a coordinating bracelet, but I have a lot of different ideas going on. However, the first thing I'm going to try out is using these to come down from here irregularly and as little dangling components. So I think I'm going to use these and these white iridescent beads together in tandem to kind of create a pretty chandelier mixed look. So I feel like it will look both polished, but also, you know, not just uniform. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of these apart. So I do love my new wubbers. And I also, for unclasping the links, I really like these smaller sized pliers. So it kind of just depends on what I'm doing. But I have noticed since I've gotten my nicer pliers, I prefer to unclasp little work with the smaller size pliers. I don't know if that's because I have pretty small hands, but, and then kind of putting things together, I tend to be using those, but I haven't had them very long. I've only had them since I got them as a gift for Christmas, but I love them. Investing in nice pliers is something I'd suggest. I got mine as a gift, and I'm happy to have them. I might have already mentioned that though, probably. So I know I did do a let's make when I first got the dollar bead box, but then kind of got interrupted, and then I tried to fix what I had messed up and it kind of broke. So yeah, I haven't done a whole lot this month with making jewelry, but I have a lot of time this weekend, hopefully, to experience the fun and joy of making jewelry, and I hope that you guys enjoy watching. So let's see. These do match. I don't want to be overly matchy-matchy, but I do want them to complement one another. Oops. So I think I'm going to work in this little box here. I do a lot of moving things around as I'm working because I kind of have other ideas like going at the same time. So I like to keep those ideas, you know, as well. Okay. So this would also look really pretty, but I think it's too large for what I want. I did kind of fool around with the idea of that in there, but I don't think I'm going to use it that way. So I think I'm going to do this plain pink one right there in the middle of both sets. And they are slightly different, I think, from what I look, or from what I see. So I can never just truly wing it. I have to have some semblance of order. But as you can kind of see, I'm doing like a mixed look on both earrings. A lot of people do like asymmetrical things now, but I still can't go all the way asymmetrical usually. I have to have that like rule of 3 or balance or some semblance of organization in my own brain in order to be satisfied. So I'm kind of doing a mirror image here right now. I'll probably mess around with them more. Doesn't have to be perfect, just an idea of what's going to happen. And I like these diamonds. You know what? I think I'm going to move this guy more over here, maybe? Maybe on the outside. Yeah. And then I'm going to use the diamond shape right in the middle. Yes, because it's kind of white and peachish. They all have their own look. All right. So then I just need one more. And I could use these flat guys, or I could use, I think I want to use these in a bracelet if I coordinate the bracelet. So I think I'm going to use, let's see. Now I'm in a pickle because it's either these, or one random of these two, because the two sides don't quite match up, and that's not terrible, but I think I'll move. I did like the diamond in the middle, but maybe, I think I originally started with the flat small one in the middle anyway. So let's give this a try. Now this one that I'm unhooking now actually has a lot of different colors in it. Let's bring you in a little bit. Lots and lots of colors in this one. Kind of reminds me of like a banana split with like strawberry and banana, because it kind of has like a peachy, not yellow really, but it does have, well, I guess it is like a very light yellow orangey tone to it. Peach. It has some peach lines in it and some pink lines. So it reminds me of a like ice cream banana split. Okay. Yeah, so that looks pretty good. I do still feel like that matte one being in the middle might be best. And again, these don't, so you've seen me do this before if you've seen any of my other videos, but I do mix metal types a lot. So this is like a sterling silver color, like in shade, and ooh, take that. Sorry. This is sterling silver in shade, and this is rose gold, and the rose gold is really the star, but I think the silver will look just fine with it. So the other option is I could and might see, because this is round. Let's see. I'm not convinced I want those in there because there's a couple too many. I feel like that's bringing in a new color pattern. But because that one's round, maybe I want this one. There, I do. So I need to make two little attachments, two little wire links. That's what I'm thinking of. All right, so I'm gonna go with a sterling silver type wire or head pin. Let's see, do I have eye pins? I do. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this into a link. It might be a little larger. It's a little dark. Let me see if I've got any. Let me see. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but I am going to see if I have a little bit more of a sterling silver color. Well, I might not have a match. And it's really hard to see with these bright lights versus the daylight. I have daylight bulbs in, but it's nighttime. Or it's working on nighttime anyway. So, that's closer, I think. We'll use those. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and snip off these little heads here. Still don't have new snippers, and I need to get some. So, I don't have a trash bin yet. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and try what people have suggested with this one-step looper, just because I've had a lot of nice people tell me what I need to do instead. So I think they said hold on longer. And oh, it did pop out better. I don't know. That was much better. Thank you for the advice. All right, so that worked way better. Okay, so then move my little pliers over, and here it is. So we're gonna put that on, and I think the trick was just to hold it a little longer, like squeeze it more. So I'm trying to get it in there. So kind of squeezes it, comes off. I'm not sure if I did the advice exactly right, but it did work much better this time, and they're more uniform. See, they are a different color though, and I feel like they might stand out. Bring it in so you can see. They're a little bit different, but I think it's okay. I think all of this is going to be a little bit different, and that's fine. It's fine. You know, if I wanted to offset it, I could redo those ones, but I'm really not that concerned, and this is for me, so it's fine. And I'm gonna, oh, much better. I'm so glad that somebody told me that I was just not doing it quite right. There's just kind of a feel to it, and as long as I've been using the one-step looper, I did not realize I was not like squeezing it right. I didn't know why everybody else it looks so easy. Now this is the harder part, is not cracking my bead, but also squeezing. Could be because I'm also a little bit timid, and I didn't get that little piece out of there. That was my fault. Okay. All right. So I don't need to fiddle too much with that because I still have to attach everything. Okay. So then I'm deciding whether or not I want to add these on there, because I think I do want one more, and I think I'm going to do all, let's see, nope, because I'd need 5. And these are too large. So I think I will check out what's in here, and I want a smaller bead. Possibly these little itty bitty guys here will be on the bottom, and I'll pull out the more pink toned ones. Yes, I think that's going to be really pretty. Okay, so bear with me while I kind of sort out some of the more pink ones. I know I need 10. And 5 more that look good. I am excited about these earrings. I think they're going to be cute. I already have kind of an idea of what I want to do for a bracelet. And 2. And 3 and case. 6. I always do, well, I don't always. I always, I use the word always too much, a lot. And it's rarely the case that something always happens. However, I like to put out an extra one when I remember to, because especially with little beads, I often lose. I lose them. So I'm going to use that same color here. Or no, I forgot that I have these little guys that came with the Bargain Bead Box that I can use to attach the white bead to the top. So I'm going to use those. They're very thin, but they have a rose gold ball on the end. Ooh, it's so pretty. All right, so I'm going to and attach this now to the chandelier. Ooh. I grabbed the wrong one, but well, let's work now. All right. Go ahead and bend it away. And then I'm gonna go ahead and grab this. Get an idea. I think, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put a loop in it. But I'm going to do a wire wrap. So I want to hook it on there before I close it, because I do not want it to dangle from a jump ring. I want it to dangle pretty close up to the top there. So I'm just going to carefully bring that around maybe. use the little ones. I like that you can see end of the bead too. But these rose gold head pins are very fine and dainty. So I feel like wrapping it is really what I'm going to have to do in order to have it be strong enough and not fall off. Plus, I'm again going for like more of a handmade look. I don't want everything to be perfect circles and just, yeah, okay. Don't know if I have enough to do one wrap or not, so I'm going to try to loop it. Not very coordinated, but giving it that college try. Okay. There we go, and we're on the back side, which is what I want to do. I apologize if my explanation isn't very good, but I myself am just kind of experimenting here with the way and method that I'm putting it together. Snip that end without scratching the bead if possible. All right. So pretty. I'm not sure if you guys can see the coloring of it. Usually I can get a little bit better color and picture when I'm doing an update and I have them like displayed, like hanging instead of flat. All right, so there's that one, and let me go ahead and attach this one. That one's not very straight, so I don't want to fiddle with that right now. So here we go. Gosh, it's just really pretty. It has an orange glow to it from being that kind of milk glass color, like an orange, pink, peach glow. And again, this did not come with the Bargain Bead Box for the roses are pink. This came with the dollar bead box for the month. But it does work really well with this. So I'm going to try to bend it a little more this time to see if that can help my fat fingers get through there. All right, I think so. Hopefully less fumbling with this one. We'll just find out, I guess. Ooh, I put a good kink in it. Okay. Because sometimes I push for my wire wrap. Well, I got it to the back, and I'm just gonna scrunch it down. Good thing I'm going for handmade, because these two do not match perfectly. Let me see if that's going to be too far up. Nope, it'll be fine. However, I think I laid that down. Nope. Okay. This does seem to have a nicer side. This little, these two chandeliers. At first, I think I thought both sides were the same. Maybe one side's just maybe a little dirtier right now. No, this side is raised. There is a raised side. One of the filigrees is raised. So this is the front side. So I need to actually switch that. Sorry for ruining you, my little friend. All right, I do need to switch it around because the front of the loop needs to be on the side. So I had that one upside down because technically there is a right way to do it, and I know right now I'm gonna fix it. All right, so one more time with gusto. Go ahead and put that in there. Is it me or is that one shorter? Let me see. I feel like it ran away due to guilt. No, but it's the same size. Alrighty. Put that guy in there. And this is the side that has to be up. So the way you can tell is where these little balls are at the junctures and these upside down hearts. You can actually feel in these right side hearts, you can actually feel the little ball of rose gold. And that's how I could tell that there actually was a front. So without closing it, I'm going to go ahead and make that again. Okay. And this time I'm going to make sure my loop is in the front, because last time it was in the back. All right. I'm going to hold it tight. And I'm going to hope to loop it around once, like my other one. I'm going to push it to the back there, pull it and tuck it. I could have done a jump ring. I think there would be enough room, but I wanted it to, because there's so much going on hanging down. That went in well. Because there's so much hanging down, I wanted to have this close to the top. Really close to the top. The white bead. Okay. I'm glad I'm keeping this because I'm kind of manhandling it. All right. Really pretty. I like how I've already decided before I make the item, like, okay, this one's for me. But honestly, I noticed I didn't wear earrings all week. Sorry, I realized I was getting kind of high. Let me go ahead and zoom out a little bit in case I wasn't in frame. If I wasn't in frame, I'm sorry. All right, let's go ahead and now attach these guys. Oop. Are we gonna need jump rings? I think we will. No problem. That I'm flexible on. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use jump rings for this chain, and that's fine. I've got to decide though if I'm gonna use my rose gold jump rings that came with the box, or whether I want to use silver. I think probably rose gold to kind of tie those ones that don't match perfectly back into the fold. So my hope is that things will be kind of consistent enough. So I'm just fixing all these loops right now. I'm hoping that my pieces that are consistent will like tie it together. I want it to be funky and fun without being like all over the place. So I left these open originally, which I could leave the bottom open, but I think I'll probably end up doing those little ones and then attaching those on. There's just so many different ways that you can make jewelry. I've never taken like a class, or I think I might have done a Skillshare at some point. I'm not even sure though. I've definitely watched my fair share of YouTube tutorials. A lot of times I watch YouTube tutorials on like new crafts and hobbies, and then I'll pick up that hobby like a while later. So, I mean, I never have taken a jewelry making class though. I at first wasn't really, it's funny because like the two things I'm really into right now in my life are actually two things that I don't know, were around and about, and a lot of people partook in them, but it was never my thing, which is polymer clay and jewelry making, and I was not that into that. I felt when I knew people that actually did it, it became a thing later, which is kind of surprising. When I was little, I did all kinds of like lash hook and like stuff like that, and it was so funny because I felt like nobody else did those things. It's just like I'm quirky. I was really young when I learned to crochet too. I think I was maybe 8, maybe? I can't remember. I bet my dad knows though, because a client of his is the lady who taught me how to crochet. I was over her house and she taught me how to crochet, and I could only crochet in a straight line for about the first, years. I'd just make chains and chains and chains. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead and attach these with those rose gold jump rings. All right. Okay. I still kind of have them in order, but not quite. I've jacked it all up. Okay, let me see if I can remember how I wanted to do this. I guess if it's not in the same exact order, then I wasn't that tied to it in the first place, apparently. Those are very red. This guy was gonna go there, I think. That guy went there, from what I remember. He scooched on over to one of the side or the other. No, he was in the middle. I don't want my stripes right next to each other. Organized chaos, I tell ya. And that guy goes on the end. How about that? Might not be the way I had it. No, I don't want all 3 stripes in a row. I know it's different. I stink at randomizing. I'm pretty sure even if I set out to do a random bracelet, I would probably have an order to it. Maybe I should try that as a challenge sometime, is pick out elements and then like commit to doing a truly organic look. Anybody else struggle to be like free-flowing and organic? I bet there's 2 types of styles, like those who like in an organic like composition, and those who really don't. Let me know where you fall on that spectrum if you're a jewelry maker or a crafter at all. Sometimes I know people like to just watch hobbies that they don't even partake in, and that's fine too. Well, now I don't want the 2. Well, do they look better this way? Or do they look better this way? They do look better that way. I'm going back to, I can't remember why I switched it, but I'm going to go back to that diagonal being in the middle. So the next one on this, I need this one. Path of least resistance. Just use my fingernails, even though they are super broken. They're not great to begin with, and then when you start yanking on wires with really thin, frail fingernails, I don't think that's very helpful. Those are going to be very pretty, and I can't wait. They're going to have a dream catcher look to them. Sorry, I'm kind of running away here. All right. Connect the next one. Now I'm starting to get tangled, but also they have that pretty melody or sound. I love the sound of earrings that clink together. But to some people it's probably annoying, but to me it's soothing. All right. And I've got one more glad I used the rose gold jump rings. They are adding a lot to the look. And at first I thought they were going to be too big, but actually they give a nice amount of depth. And, or not depth, distance between the different columns. Oh, they lay so nice. I'm glad I put that long one in the middle. Even though that's dropped down, it drops down even more. You can see, oh, sorry. So you can see all the different colors, the shades of pink. Now I'm not sure about these little guys. Kind of want to do a white on the bottom. I'll think on it. All right, so I kind of reversed the order over here. So I'm thinking of when I'm wearing them, they'll probably lay like that. I think these will just reverse. Wait a minute. That got upside down again, I think. Yes, it did. Okay, and that is right side out. And all right. So then we're gonna go there and this one and this one and that one. If this ever annoys me that this one is more like silver toned, what I'll end up doing is I'll just replace all the head pins either with matching ones, or I'll find a better match at the store for those. But I doubt I ever do that, because honestly, I think if you're really that close to my earrings, and you don't like it, then there's probably something weird going on. That's probably an issue beyond my control. So yeah, I'll probably never end up replacing it, but I certainly could if I get out in the daylight and see like, whoa, that looks crazy. Oh, I opened it. And 2 of them. Look at me pulling out the perfect amount of jump rings for this part of the project. These are perfect peachy pink, and I can't wait to wear them next week. Not next week, next month during Valentine's Day, although I might wear them next week. I do have a pretty pink sweater that I think would look really good with these. And one more. I'm really glad that I got this strand, and if you've been getting the dollar bead box, and you've been getting it for the last couple months, I know that I've gotten a green strand of these links, and I've gotten a blue, I think. Yeah, so I think that they often carry it. So if you want to get on and get some, I bet they have it. All right. Although, you know, they rotate what they do and don't have. Just kind of depends. So if you like these, you can check it out and see if you can get the components from the websites. All right. There's the beginning of them, and they're mostly done, the main components. Now, let's see. Those are pretty, and I think it would be cohesive, but I'm going to look to see if I have any. I know I have small white iridescent, but I want to see if I have any small milky colored beads that I could put down here. So let me just come back in just a second. All right, so I had a couple different options here And I wanted to go with the one that was going to be the least distracting from what's going on up here and closest to those white ones to tie in. I almost decided to take these hex beads that are a rose gold, but I decided that that's not really what I wanted. So I also have some natural pearls, which I think would look good with these, but don't really tie in up there. And so then I had these larger, I think they're plastic pearls or glass pearls. And then I have these, which are actually a rainbow pearl from the Dollar Bead Box from a while ago. And I felt like those have the best coloring. They have an iridescence to them and will really play well with that top bead. And they're just about the perfect size. So I did see, I thought I had a little green guy in here somewhere, so I'm making sure that they're all the right color. Now I do remember that these have a smaller hole. I do see that green guy, and I'm going to get them out. I think because of my work schedule, I often work at night, so that means I never have the best lighting. There have been times on vacation where I've gotten to do a lot during the day, but generally speaking, it's at night, which means I can't see as well. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I didn't want to use up all my head pins on my first project, but it's probably about to happen, and I'm okay with that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick that guy on there. And because I think that the rose gold ball on the bottom really will end these nicely. Okay, and I forgot to squeeze that. So if you don't squeeze it, it doesn't make as nice of a notch, but it's okay because I'm going to have to attach them all. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. And his shape is not pretty, so I'm going to fiddle with it until I get what I want. He's a no-neck monster. Let me know if you know what that's from. I shamelessly watch reality television all the time. Okay, that's really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, those are really going to be long. I don't care. I like it. So, those are some long earrings though, because I still have to put the hook on it. I don't mind. I still think they're pretty. I'm going with it. right, so here we are. Really pretty. Kind of a dream catcher style chandelier earring with the 5 dangles. Really, really pretty. I don't know. Did we get rose gold? Let me see if we got rose gold. Earring findings. I don't think we did this time. I'm not sure. I don't think I have any either. I don't really have rose gold. So what I'll do is I will show you with silver. Yeah, I'll show you with silver, but I will also probably pick up rose gold finding soon because I can't be having, I want rose gold. I don't mind mixing silver, but I really want the rose gold findings on this particular set. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish it up by attaching actually, you know what? Thinking about how it's gonna lay. So if I attach it this way, just so you know, if I would attach it this way, it would, and also I could use rose gold. I do have some rose gold wire, but I just don't want to make earring wires right now. But if I attach it this way, then it's going to kind of hang out this way from my face. And then if I tried to attach it with a jump ring, it would probably lay more flat on. So this way it'd lay more on my neck, and this way it would face a little more forward. It's not a hard and fast thing though. I think I'm going to go ahead and use one more jump ring and attach it that way. The only reason I was considering not doing it with a jump ring was because I was thinking about whether or not that was going to make it too long for me, but I decided these are just going to be some long earrings. I like dangly earrings anyway, but that means I definitely will have to wear my hair up because I probably have 30 inches of hair by now. I think so. I think in the beginning of the pandemic it was about 28 inches, I think. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna rock some really long earrings, but definitely wear my hair up. Otherwise they would get totally caught in this. So there is the one earring. And I love it. I do want to get some rose gold. You know what? I thought I ordered some at some point, but I guess maybe not. To make sure this is closed, because I kind of did this one the opposite way of that I did the other one. This one I'm going to attach to the hook first. Sometimes I don't like to, if I don't have to, I don't like to open the earring hooks because, or the earring wires, because sometimes that little ball likes to fall off. But what am I doing right now? Okay, so also that was not the smartest or most efficient way to do this. Most efficient way to do it would have been to open that jump ring because I've got to attach it to the earring component itself. So all the same, like I said before, I think it was today, the thing about jewelry making is there is a lot of different ways to do it. I'm not trained. I've just kind of caught on. So there's lots of different things that you can do and lots of things I don't know and you might. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. All of them equally not humane. All right, there we go. So that, sorry guys, that is my first pair of earrings. My first start to this set for the Roses Are Pink Bargain Bead Box. I am probably going to make my bracelet next. even though this piece is definitely calling to me. And will look good with these circles. I think I will probably save this. I might save this for another project in mind. And I think I will work on the bracelet next.